Hey guys, and welcome back to Jalen Says. And this is my first real interview in a while because I've been doing a little break. All of the interviews you saw before, they were just reruns of stuff I did before to just keep you guys watching and liking and stuff like that. But a little recap: we're at 352 subscribers. That's a lot. That's a lot. So thank you guys for subscribing. Thank you. And today we're with film producer Khari McCloud.
What's up? What's up?
So how's it been?
It's been good, man. I've been doing well, working. How's it been with you?
It's been good. It's been pretty good. So can you tell the audience a quick overview of what you do?
Okay. I work in the film industry. I work as a cinematographer and a director. I work on all sorts of things, commercials, music videos, narrative films. But right now my focus has been directing music videos.
Okay. I just
Yeah.
been in one of your latest ones.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you started one, man. That was great. You killed it.
Thank you. So what made you want to produce music videos and stuff like that?
Um, I mean, I've always been just influenced by music in general. And I just always have liked music videos. So that kind of thing, got me into it. I started at like a really young age. I was I actually used to like film my friends skate videos, and I would use music, and I guess that also influenced me because the music that I would use in that, I would like, and eventually that led into creating more music videos for me. So
Okay. Okay.
yeah.
So what was your most favorite time directing?
Wow. Huh. I think I was recently I've been noticing that my older stuff when I was younger and I was kind of making stuff with my friends, I feel like I enjoyed it more then. I still enjoy it, but I enjoyed it a little more then because it was more free. Like we were just kids kind of just making stuff, and we had unlimited time because we all had free time.
True.
So
And
I
you
feel
didn't really
like
have a deadline because
exactly.
you didn't have to do it.
Right, right. There's not really a deadline. So I think my favorite time directing it was a music video for a Charlotte artist, artist out of Charlotte, um, and I had director of photography, Derek Donovan, and he was my DP, and I was the director, and we shot in Charlotte. It was like super simple shots, and we did like a 2 day. Um, on the first day, we had like a car mount and whatnot, and we shot in the city of Charlotte, and we shot at night. So that was fun. And then the second day, we shot like in a field, and we toned it red, and we was just having fun. It was super cold outside. That's what I really remember. It was really cold outside, and I think that that was probably one of my favorite times directing because it was just so pure, man. We were like, we didn't have nothing to do the next day. We had a 2 day shoot. We had a free location, so we weren't rushed, and that's always the best, always for sure.
At least doing it for fun.
Oh yeah,
And
fun.
also not having a deadline for where you're doing it. Also not
Exactly,
paying for where you're doing it. Also not paying for equipment for what you're doing. Also not
exactly.
paying for people to help you do it.
Right, right, right.
Basically, a
That yeah,
lot of paying in general when
yeah,
you're
exactly.
not
A
doing
lot
it.
of paying and a lot of rushing because you got to get out of there so you won't pay more money. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I like those shoots, man. I really love directing stuff like that.
What was your best and worst shoot directing as a kid and also directing as an adult?
Oh, best and worst. Which one do you want me to start with?
Let's start with the best.
All right, the best time directing as a kid and as an adult, right?
Yeah, first as a kid,
Okay.
and then we'll do the worst as a kid, then we'll do the best as an adult, worst as adult.
Right, right. Okay, so my best time directing, best thing I think I directed as a kid. Oh, I had a short film. I had a short film when I was in school that I directed. Um, that was great. It was, about a girl. It had one lead actress. She was great. Um, and it was about like her and her anxieties and her family had a lot of trauma going on coming up. It was called Breathe. That was probably the best when I was younger, because that one was just like, school, like a school project, but it was cool because I had so much time to do it, and it was just, supernatural, and I got a chance to kind of, me and the artist, I mean me and the actress, sorry, knew each other, so we kind of got a chance to, express our ideas, and she kind of got in the zone. And I had one scene where she had to cry, and I was not sure about it because I didn't know if she could do it, and she pulled it off. And that day, and like I remember looking around, and everybody was just like shocked because it was such a good performance, and she cried, and I was like, wow, like this is it. Yeah, that was one of the best moments when I was younger. One of the worst, One of the worst. I think I think one of the worst is probably a music video shoot I did, and
Okay.
it was like completely unplanned,
Okay.
completely run and gun,
Okay.
and it did not come out as planned. It was like a trampoline involved. I dropped my camera. It was just a lot going on, man. That was a bad time. That was when I was younger, also, and I mean, I guess it came out okay for how old I was, but
And for you didn't even
yeah,
plan it.
right, and with no planning, random video shoot. Yeah, it was okay. It was. I also remember that day being like, I was the only one with a car. It was like when I was in high school, I was the only one with a car. So I had to like drive to every location, and it was wet and rainy, and it was all my equipment was just getting thrown around in the car. It was crazy. So that was probably the worst time uh, as a directing a video when I was younger.
Okay.
Um, and now that I'm an adult, let's see, you said the best. I'll start with the worst. I'll start with the
No,
worst.
no, no. Let's start out with the best. So
I'll start with
when
the
you
best.
get to where we could really laugh about it before you switch to the best.
All right. So the best. Let me see. As an adult, my best thing I directed. I was looking at some of my stuff like maybe like last month. Oh, I shot a video for an artist, Columbia. Well, he's local to Columbia now, but he's an artist named Crucial. I shot a video for him really recently, and I love that video. Um, it hasn't come out yet, but
Yeah.
that video has to be one of the best ones I directed, just because it was so well planned, and me and the artist planned it so well, and everything went perfect, and that's so rare. Like, I don't think I've ever been on. I think I've probably been on like one or two sets where things go exactly as planned. Exactly as planned. I was like, wow, this is crazy. This never happened. That never happens to me. Like, I used to be on shoots, and it just would rain, and I just forget to check the weather. So
The
it
next thing you
rained.
know, literally meteors are coming down. Wow.
Yes, yes. The worst that can happen. I've been on a shoot where one day we had we had a car mount scheduled and the guy forgot the whole car mount, so we had to do something totally different. But
Well,
anyway, back to what I was saying is that was a great shoot because everything went perfectly as planned, and that was super recent.
okay. So what happened with the car mount? Like what did you guys do
Oh,
with the car mount?
so the car mount was just left at a different. It was left in his other car or something. The DP came was bringing it, and he just left it in his other car. So we were like, oh man, like that is the main chunk of this video was a car mount. So basically, we had to follow behind them or in front of them and basically have them like hang out of the car and shoot it. I ended up not using it because it wasn't what I wanted. I ended up just going to get the car mount myself, maybe like that next weekend, and reshooting everything. So that was that. Um, oh, I got to tell you my best time as a director now, right?
Yeah.
Huh. Best time I had, or the worst, right? The worst of it. Were we on the worst?
Yeah, we were on the worst. You
Oh
said I'm
man,
pretty sure you did like two worst because you
I
said
did two worst.
yeah.
Yeah.
You have to do two worst now because I mean
Oh
I already
man.
did the
Okay.
car mount.
Let me see. So my worst as an adult directing. Oh man. Uh, what was my worst? I think I had like recently. I'm gonna be honest. I had a like this has never happened to me. I
Mm-hmm.
shot a video recently, and I rented out. And this is no shade to Blackmagic cameras because I love Blackmagic, but I was using it's what it's called a SSD, a solid state drive, and it's connected to a cord and it sits at the top of the camera. Now I was using one of the Blackmagic Pocket cinema cameras. And admitting this, I shouldn't admit this, but I shot this video and at some point while I was shooting the video, and this was recent, this has never happened to me. I bumped the SSD drive, and when you do that, it can potentially corrupt the footage, and it did.
What does bump it do?
So like I bumped into it with my hand or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So the cord shook loose that's connected to the camera. So
Oh,
it corrupted all my files. So I had to. So basically, I shot all that stuff, and I didn't have any of
ah,
it. Hopefully, no, but people should still hire me because I won't do that again. But yeah, yeah, that happened. And luckily, it was like a shoot that I was doing, like my own personal project, and
yeah.
I wouldn't do that on anything else. But that happened to me, man. I can't believe it. Ever since then, I've been scared to use SSDs, man, and use those cameras. I've been nervous, so that's probably the worst, and that's a big one too. I shouldn't have admitted that, but that's a big one for sure.
Ah, I feel the pain that you just went through right there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Me too.
I'm sorry. So, the first time you ever made like a film thing, like skateboarding and stuff like that when you were young, how did it make you feel once you saw it?
Um, I mean, the feeling really is undescribable, but it made me feel great, man. Like the whole process from filming it, and usually before I shoot anything, I kind of already know in my head how I'm gonna edit it. Um, but obviously, it's from picking the music. It's just a process, like filming that stuff with my friends. I'm like, all right, I filmed this stuff. I have to pick the song, and now I get to pick basically the tone of the edit. And at the end, the finished product it makes you feel great because you're like, wow, like
I
I
made
feel
that.
like, yeah, I made that. And I feel like every time I make something, I feel like I surprise myself, if that makes sense. I'm like, wow, like, not saying that I'm not confident. It's just more like, wow, like I
Made
really just made this. This is I just think that's great, man. So yeah, it made me feel great, man. No other feeling like there's no other feeling like finishing a project and putting it out for everybody to see. Something that you've been working on. So yeah, it was great.
So, can you tell me your most exciting time directing? If maybe it was like sometimes maybe it was bad, but your most exciting time directing, kid, adult, all.
Exciting. Oh man, I got a story. I got a good story. It was exciting. It was scary, but it was exciting. So, it was another music video, and I was directing this video, and another local artist to my hometown, actually, Columbia. His name is Jay Donzo. So we shot his video, and that video is actually releasing next week. We shot his video, and we shot some scenes in like a city area, but we needed a rural area, like a field. So we went to Orangeburg, South Carolina. And it was real late. It was like
Um. Okay. Mr. Corey, you cut out for a second. Okay, and you are back. Hello.
hey, you hear me?
Yes.
1 second.
Okay. Everything working good?
I don't know. Hear you me in here?
Yes, I could hear you.
I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now? Hello? Okay, guys, we are having some technical difficulties, but hey, while we are sorting this out, if you guys saw a little bit of light from this direct area, I have my, oh god, this thing's heavy, my other monitor here, yeah, and I also see that I'm actually clicking something, which is not that cool, but whatever. Okay, and now he is getting everything ready. But yeah, I have my own my drawing tablet right here, and I need to set it back. This thing is very heavy, like abnormously heavy. But hey, he is back.
I'm back.
Hey, hey, hey. So, can you finish on what you
You
were
hear me?
saying? Yes, I could hear you.
Yeah. So the story. So we were we were filming, a music video, for local artist, Jay Donzo, local to Columbia. So we shot in some areas, in neighborhood areas in Columbia, and then we went to we needed like a rural location, so we went to Orangeburg, South Carolina, and there we were shooting in a field, and it was about 9 o'clock. I think we got there. Yeah, I think we got there at 9, and we set up. It took us like an hour to set up, hour or two to set up, and we were out there shooting, and we were using fire. So that was always exciting, which was crazy because fire is unpredictable. But we were using fire. We had a big fire pit behind them, and we had like tiki torches and everything. So, which was pretty cool.
Oh,
And we then we were out there for a while. I think it was maybe like 11 o'clock at night or something. We were still shooting, and the fire was exciting. But then we're like standing there, and we're getting the final shots, and we're in the field, and we hear like some animal noises. We start to hear animal noises, and we're like, everyone hears it, everyone just stops. Everyone's dead silent, like, and all of a sudden we hear it again, and everyone just takes off running out of the field, and I'm running with this easy rig and a camera, just running full speed out of this giant field, and we can't see anything else around us but the fire pit. And yeah, that was exciting. It's
Oh,
very scary, but exciting.
wow. Okay. Do you know what animal you heard?
I don't know, man. It sounded like I don't know what it was. It wasn't like a growling. It was more like a like a high pitched like yelping sounds. Like I don't know. I couldn't tell you what it was, but I didn't want to find out. No one wanted to find out.
Wow. No. Wow, that was scary, huh?
Yeah, that was very scary. Very scary. But it was exciting too, because everyone was like having fun, laughing and running away, running for our lives. So that was cool.
Yeah. You just no. I know what. I actually heard that animal before. It's actually a
Yeah.
distinct breed. It's called the chupacabra. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely real.
Hey,
Yeah. Definitely.
maybe. I don't know. Crazy sounds, man.
Yeah. Yeah. I can get it. Yeah. But what was your most serious time doing directing? And then I have another important question for you. But what was
My
your
most serious time?
yes?
Hmm. Hmm. Oh, well, um, most serious time directing. I think it always, I think with me, I mean, I'll try to have fun on all of my shoots. Um, but I think with me, it depends on, I guess, the topic of what I'm directing. Um, I did like a documentary style film, which has some narrative in it, um, some narrative reenactments in it,
Okay.
and uh, it was a poem, and it was during, like, a couple years back, when police brutality was all over the news and stuff like that. I did one of those, and the poem was actually based on that. So I I I wanted to, obviously keep a very serious tone with this, just to even get me in the mindset, and to, get the shots, as serious as possible, or, and yeah, I think that was my most serious time, because I really had to like dive in to not only what was going on, outside of that, what was going on with other people, what was going on with the person who wrote the poem, what I'm saying? Even how all of that affected my life. So, um, that's one thing. That's one shoot I can think of that I had to be real serious about. So,
Okay. I also heard you were part of 300 Entertainment.
yeah, so I just recently directed a video for 300 Entertainment. Um, it's with one of their younger artists, young newer artists, named No Savage. So that was pretty cool, and I enjoyed working with them. They're great people, man. I'm glad they trusted me with his project and with this. I think it's gonna come out really great. Um, but yeah, more is gonna come from them with them. Like, I'm gonna be working with them more in the future, so that's very exciting, and hopefully, bigger artists very soon. Um, but their team is like super nice. Um, we clicked well, and like everyone's super professional, and everything was just on time, as far as like, the budget went, and as far as everything else went. And I don't know, I think that was just a great experience overall with working with them. with 300 for sure. For sure.
For sure, for sure. If you could work with anyone, who would it be?
Anyone, any person, who would it be? Wow. There's so many. I gotta name one.
Two.
Huh.
Two if you want.
Two? Okay. Okay. Huh. Okay. 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 I can work with any person. Huh.
Who would they be?
Music wise or music video wise, I would
Anyone.
want to work with Kendrick Lamar.
Okay. Okay, okay.
And then you said I get one more person.
Yes.
Huh. You know, I've always wanted, and this is very random, but I've always wanted to work with Nicolas Cage. I think Nicolas Cage is a great actor. One of my favorites, actually.
Nice.
Randomly, one of my favorites. Um, and I've always wanted to work with him. So that's probably a person that I would love to work with him and Kendrick Lamar as far as like music videos and stuff. So definitely those two.
Hmm. 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 So, so, if you could do any other field of entertainment, what would it be?
Wow. Any other field of entertainment? And this is like, you mean like, huh, okay, any other field of entertainment? Wow. Hmm. You mean like directing wise?
No, like any-wise. Like you could be actor, whatever. What would you?
Oh, okay. Man. Huh. Maybe like a, maybe an actor or a host. Or you
Oh,
know what? This is also acting, but I would love to be like a voice actor. I think that is the coolest thing ever. Being a voice actor is
it is
crazy to me.
pretty cool. It is pretty cool.
I would love to do that. That's yeah, that's definitely my thing, man. Cause I remember I remember when I first discovered like the voices of SpongeBob,
Oh,
and I was like, what? Like, how are these people making these voices? I would love to do that, man. I think that is the coolest thing ever. I feel like it's really hard though, but who knows? Yeah, definitely a voice actor. I feel like I can change my voice, man. I feel like I can do it.
hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Then give me your best SpongeBob impression.
Oh no, I can't do that now.
Hey, hey,
I
hey.
can't. You put me on the spot. I can't do the SpongeBob impression. Um, nah, I ain't got it, man. That
No, no,
maybe in the future.
we
Maybe I'll
won't laugh at you,
practice.
man. You could do it. We won't laugh at you. You could do it.
Maybe I'll practice, and then I'll come back.
Okay, then who's your favorite animated character?
Favorite animated character. Favorite animated character.
And choose this wisely
Huh.
because I'm going to make you do an impression of them. So, yeah. But choose.
No. Oh no. I don't know, man. I don't really watch cartoons. Let me see. I used to watch Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Okay.
I am not doing that impression now. I can't do that one. I can't do that.
Okay. Okay, but you'll come back to me.
I'm definitely gonna come back. Yeah, yeah. Keep your eyes on me, man. I'm gonna come back to you, man. I know you watching me. I know you're gonna make me do this.
So, what college did you go to?
So I went to my first school was Charleston Southern, and then my second school was the University of South Carolina.
Nice, nice, nice. I also heard you were coming back to it to do something else.
Yes. which is very exciting. So I proposed a workshop for the students at the school, a film workshop, and it got approved. So
Nice.
next school year, I'll be doing a workshop for those kids. It's a film workshop. It'll cover, the basic knowledge of working on set. It'll cover, how to build a camera, and and it also will cover, working with the bigger cameras, because at that school we don't have any. So I'm bringing in like the Alexa Minis and the Red cameras and the Sony Venices, and we're gonna build those cameras,
Build like
learn
from
the menu
scratch?
setting. Huh?
Like you build from scratch build?
No, not build from scratch. Like, add all the things on it, like the
That's cool.
monitors and the Teradeks and the nucleuses and stuff like that. So,
That's cool.
um, we're gonna be doing that, basically camera prep, and then we're gonna learn how to light a scene also. So I'm bringing in assistant camera. I'm bringing in a director of photography to help me out, and one of my other colleagues is gonna help me as well. But I'm excited about that, man, because I wanted that to be, and obviously I'm not a teacher and I'm still learning every day, but I wanted that experience to be more like, I wanted the kids at school to kind of look at it as a colleague, as someone that's close to their age is working in the field full time, and they can too. I didn't want it to be like I'm just a teacher, I'm an instructor drilling information into your head. I wanted to give them, you know, tools and knowledge that I didn't have when I got out of school. So I'm really excited about that. And the school's like also very excited as well,
Wow.
there. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
You did a good job.
that's a big thing coming up.
Wow, I mean, you're doing a good job. I mean, that's impressive.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you. I'm hyped on it, man, because anything to give people like a head start on it, because I didn't have that. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying I was on, and obviously you just got to learn things, and it's some things that I could have been told that I would have knew, or remembered while being on set, that was super valuable. Like even just the names, simply as simple as the names of equipment, like what certain things are when someone asks for it. You don't want to be just sitting there with a blank stare. You want to know. So I think this will be good for the students coming out for sure.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
that's pretty cool.
yeah.
Yeah. So, do you have any thoughts of doing other programs like this in different like things, like different ways, like not specifically directing, more like photography and stuff like that? Do you have ideas of stuff like that?
Huh. That's a good question. I could. I know I was thinking about like writing workshops and stuff like that. That would be nice to do a writing workshop, because that way I could, not only can I critique and I can give feedback to the students, but they can give me feedback, what I'm saying, on the stuff that I'm writing as well. So I think that would be cool. Yeah, I never thought about doing it. I guess I didn't think that far, but a writing workshop would also be a nice, touch to that program as well. That would be nice. Um, yeah, a writing workshop. Wow. Yeah, you just opened up a door, so I might end up doing
Yeah,
that.
that would be cool. I'm actually doing a screenwriting class right now.
Oh, nice. Yeah, yeah. I heard about that. How's that going?
Good. I have my like first pilot page of it going on. I let my mom see it. She thinks it's good, so yeah, we're gonna build on that.
Oh yeah, that's nice, man. That's great. That is good. I
Thanks.
need to send you some of my stuff, man. You need to look at some of my stuff. I need some help, man.
I mean, hey, I could help. I could help. I may not be, Emmy winning yet.
Yeah, not yet. You will be though. So that's why I'm like, yeah, I need to get your help, man, before you blow up, man.
Thank you. Thank you. So, what was your life like growing up?
Wow. Ooh, this is a lot. So growing up, I grew up in Columbia, South Carolina, a rural area. Not really super big on the arts. I grew up as a skateboarder, so that was my I played basketball and I skateboarded my whole life. I played other sports too, but my main thing was skateboarding and basketball.
Wow, I
So
wanted to learn how to skateboard,
yeah, man, you
like
should,
kick
man.
flips and stuff like that.
Huh?
Kick flips and stuff like that.
Yeah, I can do all that. I used to compete in contests, man. I used to be do it competitively when I was younger. So I mean, that's how I grew up. Like skating, skate contests, AAU basketball tournaments, and I was still I was shooting photos because my dad used to shoot photos, back in the day, and he has like a million cameras. So I used to use them, and he used to get on me about using them, and I'll have to beg him, please let me use it, So while skateboarding, and that's how I started filming like my friend's skateboard. I ended up getting a camera for Christmas, and I started filming my friend skateboarding.
Wow.
And growing up in the South, there's not a whole lot of arts, at least in South Carolina. There's not a whole lot of art influence, if that makes sense. Like we don't have a bunch of art centers, here. We have museums, but no like, art centers we can go, or no art schools and stuff like that. So really like growing up, a lot of my influences were from just being, growing up in this area, like, rural areas and seeing stuff like that. So, that was really what it was growing up. And then in high school, what's crazy is I, in high school, I was taking classes that were for um, healthcare. So I was like doing medical field classes. I was taking like health science, all the health classes, and I was in this club called HOSA and AHEC, which are for the future students that are going to be in the medical field. And that's really what I was doing, throughout high school, and that's what I thought I was going to do. Um, based on like, my parents' influence, I didn't really see a career in directing yet. And, you know, um, the medical field just seemed like a more solid way to go. And I was good at it. I went to college. When I first went to my first college, um, I was actually a biochem major. I was going to be a pharmacist. Yeah, and and I shortly realized, because the workload was insane. I was taking biology and chemistry at the same time, and we would have tests. My tests were like, I would have a test Friday
Mm-hmm.
in biology,
Mm-hmm.
and I would even have two tests on the same day. Actually, the tests were on Fridays. I would have a chemistry test and a biology test in the same day, so I had to study both of them back to back. But I was good at biology. Chemistry was a little rough for me, I will say. But I think I just shortly realized when I went to my other school, I transferred in, and I remember taking like an elective class, which was like a photography class, and
Okay.
I've been shooting photos forever. And a guy I'll never forget this. A guy in my class, his name is Austin Prescott. He was editing a video on his desktop while in the photo class. He's not supposed to be doing that, but he was doing it. And I looked over. I was like, "Hey, man!" I was like, what are you doing?" And he was like, "Oh, it's for my class." And I was like, what? I was like, they have classes, like they teach classes like that here? Like I can do this? And I was excited. I was like, yo, like he was like, yeah, that's my major. My major's not this. My major's, media arts and with a focus on film. And I was like, what? So that next semester, I didn't say nothing to my parents. And this is not influencing you at all. But I didn't say nothing to my parents. But I changed my major to media arts with the focus in film. And ever since then, I've just fell in love with it, man. I loved it. I love it, man. And that's my upbringing right there, man. Just kind of being influenced by things around me. And then luckily, I finally was like, wow, like this is what I want to do right here, and just did it. So yeah,
So
man.
I have one question going back to skateboard and basketball. Did you have like some signature moves that you did?
Man, so my in skateboarding, it's a trick. It's a rail trick. It's called a feeble.
Hmm.
And I don't know why, but I am really good at that trick.
Hmm.
So that's one trick. Basketball, I think I was a point guard, so I was really good at dribbling. I was like a small guy, so I was really good at dribbling. I didn't really have like a signature move, but I used to cross
Zero
people up, man. Always, man.
in the
I was
ankle.
crossing people up, man, moving fast. That was my thing right there. Oh yeah.
Nice. Now I have one question because I did not know this was about to be 40 minutes. I was about to miss my most important question of all time that I never use more than once. I never use it on any other. No, no, I never use this. No, 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 no. Whatever you may think. No, it's totally wrong. What is your favorite food?
My favorite food?
Hmm.
Dang. That was the hardest question, man. My favorite food. I don't know. Okay, my favorite food is probably just any Alfredo. I love Alfredo. I love pasta, man. That is probably my favorite food. What is your favorite
Oh,
food?
ha, the old Uno reverse card, eh? Well,
Uh-huh.
my favorite food. It's like surrounding three objects, the triforce of food. But in general, I guess I it's in between two. I'd say burger
Burger?
because you could put
I
anything
was
on.
gonna guess I was gonna guess you're a pizza guy, man.
I That's the other thing I was struggling with. But see, with a burger, you could place a pizza in a burger. It'd still be a burger.
You have a great point. I've never seen that. I've never heard of anyone eating that, but you could be the first.
Yes. There's this cafe called the Heart Attack Cafe.
What?
There's literally a stack of burgers that's that's I'd say it's about I'd say oh, definitely not. No, it's definitely taller than this, by the way.
What?
Yeah, I think it's about like I don't know, 3, 4, maybe even. Yeah, I think it's about 3 or 4 feet, maybe even 5.
Wow.
Yep, and if you finish it, your meal's free.
Oh yeah.
And if you get out at 100 pounds, I'm pretty sure your meal is free. Or so I don't
Yeah, I
know,
bet.
200 pounds.
Wow. You should go try that, man. Since you like burgers,
Yep,
you
I
have to
probably eat the
try it.
whole thing. Yeah, guess what you do if you don't eat the burger?
What?
Imagine this long long leather paddle that your waitress beats you with.
Oh my! I need to stay away from this place. I need
Yeah,
to stay away from this.
yeah. Sure, you may get like a lot of food for a good price, but you may leave out a little redder than you were before.
Exactly. Yeah, nah, man, I'm good, man. But you should try it, man. I think you'll be able to eat the burger, man. You said you
Yes,
like burgers. You said that's your favorite food. You could
yes.
definitely finish that burger.
And one thing though, if I don't, hey, I don't get to get. Hey, I don't need to be slapped with a leather paddle. Guess why?
Why?
Guess there was no contract.
You're right. You're absolutely right. That's a great point.
Yes,
Great point, man.
there was no contract designated that you need to do that.
Right. And you're a professional guy, so you know that. You know that. That's good. That's a good way around it.
Yes, 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 yes. So, what is your favorite thing to do?
Favorite thing to do is watch movies. I have a couple, man. Skateboard, watch movies, and take photos.
Hopefully, you could
Those are
teach
my
me how
favorite things.
to skateboard because I mean, I could, I could do it. I could do a little bit of it, But a
Yeah,
kick
man.
flip, more like a kick down. Uh, ollie, more like an all down. What did you say you were doing on the rails? What was it called?
A feeble.
A feeboard, a feebu? More like
Feeble.
feeble, fee. I have no
Yep.
idea how you pronounce it. But instead of fee, something, 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 it'll be fee fall.
People. Yeah, that's a good one, man.
Uh,
That's it. I think you can do it though.
yeah, yeah. Well, since I did not know this was gonna go that fast. You were fun. You were very very fun. But since we're almost at 50 minutes,
All right.
what do you want to say to the audience that you haven't said before that you
Hmm.
wanted to bring up in this
Tough
interview?
question. I want to say to the audience, um, whatever you want to do, and this is how I live. This is what I live by, man. Like, and this stems back to um me at first being trying to be a pharmacist, man. Like, whatever you want to do in life, you only live one life, man. Do what makes you happy. Do what you want to do because you only get one life, and you definitely don't want to spend it doing something you don't want to do. So that and keep going. Literally, just keep going, man. Like, if you keep going long enough and you're consistent at it, man, it'll happen for you. Like, you'll always have jobs, and you know they'll always be great. And it's really about your attitude as well. Like, keep a good attitude while on set. People will call you back. You
Yes.
don't have to be the best, but if you have like a great attitude and you talk to people, you're nice, great manners, people will always hire you back. And yeah, I mean, that's it, man.
Nice, nice. Now, when you were young, let's say 8, what did you think you would do when you grow up?
Wow, when I was 8. When I was 8, I thought I was going to be a professional skateboarder. That is what I thought I was gonna do when I grew up. That, and I think I wanted to be. I think I wanted to be like a doctor at some point, but really I wanted to be a professional skateboarder. But yeah, that's what I wanted to be, man. Because I was competing, man. When I was 8, I think I was like, yeah, I think it was around 8. I started to kind of go to the skate
Compete.
park and kind of ride around or whatever, and then by like 12 or 14, I was competing in contests. So, yeah, when I was 8, I was going to be a pro skateboarder. There's no one could tell me I wasn't going to be a pro skateboarder.
Uh, when have you messed up bad in a skateboard competition? Like bad.
Messed up bad?
Yeah.
I probably have. I don't know if I necessarily remember a time where I like really messed up bad. I think I hurt myself a couple times. Like,
Oh.
oh, did I? Yeah, I think one time I might have just a couple times I might have just blew it. Like you make a contest run when you're about to go, so you make like a basically like a choreographed dance. You know what I'm saying? You do this, and you go here, and then you do this. And I did that, and I think the when you mess up,
Mhm.
when you mess up is when your run starts to go off course. Like you start to do random stuff that you didn't even think of in your run, and you fall. So that is probably a time. Like I probably messed up many times, man. Many times.
Okay. So how fun was you competing with some friends and other people? How fun was it?
Oh man, it was always fun, man. We used to, dude. I used to go. We used to load up in a car,
Mm-hmm.
in my friend's dad's car, and we used to travel. It would be like seven of us every time, and we used to go. We used to all travel to like different parks in North Carolina, in Georgia, and we used to skate these contests. It was so fun. What's crazy is that was a competitive car. Like we all, going there, we were all like, kind of knowing that we were going to be competing together. But in the car, it
Mm-hmm.
was never really like we never really spoke on it. Like we was like just all friends and we were all happy together in the car. And then when we got the car, we just would skate. Like we wouldn't say no words. We would talk to each other, but it wasn't ever like, yeah, I'm gonna do this, or we wouldn't even talk about skateboarding in the car. We would just be enjoying ourselves. And then when we got and cracking jokes, and then when we got there, it was like we got to work, we got our prizes, and we left.
Yeah.
So that was cool. Yeah, that was probably it was definitely fun.
When have you won some skating competitions?
Can you repeat that?
When have you won some skating competitions?
Oh man, I wish I had my trophies in here still. Dude, I won a lot of contests. I used to skate at indoor park called Plex Indoor Sports, and I got second one year. My first ever skate contest, I got first place. My first ever, and I was young. Yeah, I was really young. My first one ever, it was at Fort Jackson Skate Park in South Carolina. I got first place, and I think I went in like intermediate division. And then I've gotten third a couple times, first, and I've gotten second a bunch of times. I think I went on like a year, and I was getting second in every contest. And I was like, oh. I mean, it was good. Getting second is great, but I was like, dang, I keep getting second. I was getting second in every single contest, and at one point, every contest I went to, I would place in. So that was nice. Oh
Wow.
yeah.
Wow. Yeah. So how did you feel when you first won?
I was shocked, but I mean, it was great. I was like, wow, like, whoa. I that was so blurry. It's hard for me to remember that. I have pictures of it. I'll have to send them to you. But um, I was, I knew I'd landed tricks, but when you're doing your run, you're so in the zone, you forget after the run, you forget everything. You forget literally everything you just did, and yeah, when they called my name, I was like, whoa. Not that I didn't do good. I just was surprised that it was my first contest and I won.
Yeah.
I thought that was great. It was a pro there. Took a picture with him. So
Pretty
it was
cool.
cool.
Pretty cool.
Hmm.
Wow. Wow. So when was your last skating competition?
The last one I ever did,
Yeah.
Man, that was it's been a while, man. Let me see. The last contest I ever did. Oh, it was in Aiken. It was this I don't think I placed in that one. It was a park called Hick Warehouse. It's in Aiken, South Carolina. Um yeah, that was the last one. That was a while ago, man.
Why
I
did
was
you stop?
competing with all of my friends were in that contest.
Wow.
Everybody that was in the contest was my friend. I
Wow.
knew all of those guys, and we all just skated that contest. It was at like a kind of raggedy park, but we were still having fun. It was super hot in there. AC was gone. They
Oh,
had fans. It was crazy, but that was my last one. I think that was in like 2016, 2014, 2015, 2016. One of those years. One of those years. A long time ago.
why did you stop?
I'm old now, man. Huh?
Why did you stop?
I stopped because not because of me, because contests in the area stopped. Like
Mm,
people stopped hosting contests, and a lot of our parks, a lot of our indoor parks, for some reason they shut down.
mm,
So yeah, they started shutting down all our indoor parks. So that's where they would have the contests. They would do them in outdoor parks sometimes, but that was in different areas. But yeah, they stopped like the contest series that we were doing, and maybe a part of it was that I went off to college too. Um, but yeah, even then, like they just all of our parks got shut down where we were, and it kind of fell off from there, man. Skateboarding in our area kind of just went a little downward on a downward slope, but it's going back up now because skateboarding is in the Olympics. So that's cool. More parks.
yeah, yeah. So, if you could give any advice to your younger self, what would it be?
Oh, probably the same advice that I told the crowd. Like, if man, I feel like if I, and I did start young, but if I knew what I wanted to do at a younger age, I feel like I'll be so much far further along. And that's, I mean, I'm probably right where I need to be, but everyone's gonna feel like that. Like, it's like having like a huge head start. Like a perfect example. Like you know exactly what you want to do. So that is a great advantage because you're doing big things at your young age. So you can only imagine what you're gonna do further down the line, and that's kind of how I feel like. So advice is just to do what you. I should have just. I don't want to sound like this, but follow your heart. You know what I'm saying? Like do what you want to do or what you feel like you're good at, do what you're good at. Like, don't try to do anything else that no one is telling you to do. Do what you're good at, because that is what you are destined to do. So that is what I would tell my younger self.
Okay, okay. Before we get off, can you tell everyone where we could follow you and call
Yeah,
you if we need anything such directing wise?
yeah. So either my website is www.kharimccloud.com. Just my name. My Instagram is also my name, Khari McCloud at Khari McCloud. Um, and my email is Khari m441 at gmail.com. So you can reach out to me through that or my website or my Instagram. Or I can even give you my number, 803-553-6260. So, just shoot me a text and I can get back to you whenever. I think you
And I was
muted.
muted. Haha. This has been. Thank you. This has been fun. And can you stay in the back room while I do my little outro?
Yeah.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, dude.
Well, thank you. And thank you to the wonderful audience out there in the audience watching through your cell phones, your tablets, laptops, and stuff. And this has been my first interview since I've been on an interviewing break since about the beginning of September. And all the interviews were just a couple reruns, keep you watching, liking, and having some good times. Yeah, so thank you guys for coming on. And yes, I showed you my birthday present before. It's pretty humongous. I really don't want to lift it up again, but yep, it's a monitor. No, it's a never-ending monitor. Great, but yeah, I got this. I just got this. It's pretty cool, pretty heavy, very heavy. It's a drawing tablet. Got my drawing pen, drawing glove too. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Turned on one of my drawing applications. Great. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. And yeah, I've been just having lots of fun with my mom's birthday, my birthday. And thank you guys for, tuning in. Subscribe. Tell your friends also. If you guys haven't subscribed, subscribe down there. Subscribe. There should be a red button. If it's red, click it. If it's gray, thank you. And make sure to also hit the bell. So yeah, we could see it again. And if you hit the bell, it gives you a notification every time I go live, so you won't miss any episodes. And if you guys haven't already, click the like button. Click it. Thank you. If you have, click it. And yes, JALEN Says TV also now live for any content creators, whatever you do. If you direct, make movies, produce, make music, interview, host, whatever you do, you could do it. The way to contact us and do it is through our Facebook at JALEN Aliyu. You could send us a message and we'll help you with it. And thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned to the next episode and thank you. Stay tuned.